talent-wise in there, and it still has that talent in there. And I started to think about it, and we were talking in production, how many teams are under 500 that make the playoffs? And there are teams, and you look as recent as 2021 when the Atlanta Braves won the World Series, they were under 500 as of August 1st, as they turned into August. But remember, they made those little trades. It was the little things they did that kind of impacted the whole team. It was getting Jorge Soler, getting Rosario, getting Duvall, before that, Jock Peterson. So I think, something like that. Like we just talked about Kike Hernandez. Maybe you trade for somebody. They have all-stars. They have Cy Youngs. They have all these really great players. You don't need the impact. You need to get the most out of those guys. So maybe if they trade for somebody that kind of brings that type of attitude, that can ignite that clubhouse, if they have a good series here against their crosstown Subway Series rival in the Yankees, then why not be them? Why not turn it around? So I still believe that it's in there. I just don't know why it's not coming out. Maybe somebody like that kind of lights a fire in the locker room and gets guys going, has them playing new music, telling a few jokes. I don't know what it is, but maybe somebody like that makes a difference, and the Mets kind of turn it around in the last couple months.
Yeah, I just think that this is a time. It's hard. It's hard because I know the New York fan base does not want to see a white flag waved, and they start shipping off with this payroll and the anticipation going into spring training. Stevie Cohen wanting to win as bad as any owner, and just spent a ton of money to win, and they have not won. They're 46-53. So now you got to be smart. This is where the businessman and organization have to be smart. You have some guys on there. I know Tammy Pham's banged up right now. He's a guy that, you know what? He has been an offensive nice player for these guys. So about 355 on base percentage at 270, but he's a nice player, brings a toughness to a team. Dave Robertson doesn't get enough credit. We talk a lot about Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. Robertson's done an unbelievable job without Sugar in the bullpen with that injury to start the year. So they have some stuff that now you got to start figuring this out. I don't know if the two big dogs at the top of the rotation are going to be gone. They both have a no-trade clause. I don't know what each one of them are thinking. I haven't spoke to either one of them. There's a ton of money there. They still have some left in the tank. As they grow older, we all slow down. That's fine. That's normal, and you know that going into it. But how much are the Mets willing to eat, and how are they willing to okay of what team might want them? There's a lot of question marks. It's tough to see, but you still have a week left. If I'm the Mets, though, I'm starting to push some chips in and starting to figure this out for next year unless something changes really, really fast.
Okay, Kevin, so let me have you put percentage points on it. What percentage chance is it that we see Justin Verlander or Max Scherzer get traded?
I would say, I'm going to give you a play. I would think Max Scherzer would be a higher percentage, and I'm going to say 25%. That Max Scherzer gets traded, maybe to a team like a Texas Rangers that they call on and say, all right, whatever, and we figure that out. I don't know, but I would say 25%. I don't know if Justin Verlander leaves New York. I just think this is one of those situations. Things have not worked out, and none of us can tell us why. I don't know why that team hasn't won, but they haven't, and they haven't played good baseball consistently all year. There's time, but that time's running out, right? So you got to really, like Buck Showalter, got to sit there and go, yeah, we're ready. We're ready to roll, and we're playing good baseball, and let's go. But that's got to start with like a 14-2 run.
What about you, Dem?
11.9%. I was doing quick math in my head. I was thinking about teams who are available, how many starting pitchers are available, carried the 5, went with that. Had a little remainder, but I couldn't round it up, so 11.9. You could go 12 if you want.
11.9%. Okay. And do you favor either pitcher? Scherzer?
I would be in the same boat. I think I'm in the same boat with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Guys, you know me from our group chat, from doing this show. I love a little smack talk. And the Brewers did an absolute troll job on Elly De La Cruz. He nearly went yard in the top of the first. Yeah, that was some home run robbery, right? Then the Milwaukee scoreboard threw this on there for his player trivia, saying almost hit a home run in the first inning, ... but didn't. Elly clapped back, though, talking his own talk, crushing a ball nearly out of the park, 456 feet. Guys, it went over the truck. It like hits it was insane. So let me ask you this, Deb, when you guys are playing, are you even paying attention to the scoreboard? Do you think he saw it?
Yeah, everybody saw it, for sure.
Your teammates saw it. There's pictures. I know if I was hitting and I was at LA, I know Dempster would be like, bro, did you see what they say? You almost hit a home run. And then you go ahead and hit one 456 feet. Yeah. This is what makes this kid so special. There's been a little struggle bus. You know, at some point he was 2 for his last 32 a few days back. But this kid's got greatness. But to answer this way, it reminded me a little bit about Clayton Kershaw in San Diego when they did the crying face. Kershaw's next start the next day, he dominated, against the Padres. It's not like, oh, I'm going to try harder. This just worked out in the perfect scenario if you're LA De La Cruz, even though they didn't get the W late in the game. But this was pretty awesome to see.
Brewers
and if you're the Brewers scoreboard operator and you're doing this right and you're trolling people, own it today. And what you should do is be like, yesterday, Ellie De La Cruz hit a home run, but also flew out to center field. Like, keep it going. Don't just back away from the action. If you're gonna shoot your shot, you gotta stay with it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, first birthday for Jack Dempster today. Pretty cool, pretty special. To have a 17-year-old and a 1-year-old, it's pretty surreal. Wow. But there's kind of a little growth chart. There he is, just a couple days ago in the bottom right. So he's growing up fast. Dude. He's walking. He's chasing his sisters around, his big brother, and just having a blast. But you know what? I want to say this too. Can I say this? Hold on, I want to say this.
Yeah.
Thank you to my wife. She did all the work. She carried them. She delivered them. She's raised them. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's like, oh, the kid's birthday. How about the birthing day? Happy birthing day to my wife, Kelly.
Unbelievable, Ryan. You're so nice. I tell you what, you've grown up so much. You're so caring these days. You know what? Kelly's a warrior. Great job. And Jack does look like Brady, your 17-year-old. Who's now 6'2", about totally 220, does. And he's the toughest redhead I've seen. Yeah, barbecue sauce, hair color. Sierra, you don't see that much often. Justin Turner's one of the few out there also.
A 1-year-old and a 17-year-old. Ryan Dempster, you are a busy man. Happy birthday to Jack. Yep. Let's get into the show. According to multiple reports, there's a potential reunion in Los Angeles. The Dodgers and Red Sox are in talks to send Kike Hernandez back to L.A. So, Kevin, first, are you going to sing the song? And second,
Kike, do you love me? Kike. Yeah, man.
What do you think
this
of the
is kind of
trade?
feeling us. I like the trade, Sierra. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's a great trade for the Dodgers. He's been there, had success there, had some fun in Boston. But you know what? The rosters were getting ready to shrink a little bit. There's spots and stuff. You got Story coming back. You got all kinds of stuff. And this is a good move. I think Kike's going to be happy. I think the Red Sox are happy. I think the Dodgers are happy. These are those kind of trades that, it makes sense.
Dan?
Yeah, I like the idea of the energy that he brings. Like, he's got a great spirit about him. He's got, he's always got a smile on his face. He's having fun with his teammates. And when you've done what the Dodgers have done over the years to the playoffs year after year, they're playing way more baseball than anybody else. So, to inject a little bit more life, some versatility, a guy who can